Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. Gets around him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running on first down, Eckler. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The Chargers at 11-5 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rowe. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. He'll get it inside the 20. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Charger drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw. Rowe. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's the option play going left. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touch. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rowe. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw on 2nd down. Rowe. Another catch there for Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's nothing like pressure going to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 29, Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. but they allow the conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Rowe. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rowe. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Rowe drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From way up at the 23.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Rowe. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Rowe. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Rowe. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rowe. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. First target, first catch at a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Being chased out left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Herbert on first down now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The offense on third down tonight, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. In motion, Hill. To throw on third down. Rowe. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Dolphins, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs.